Hello everybody, welcome to class tonight. I have a low impact workout or yoga class for beginners. My name is Rissa and we'll hop right into it. So start to bring yourself into your room today, into your space. Starting to breathe more deeply, noticing the breath. And just notice how you feel. Mentally, emotionally, physically. Maybe noticing the temperature of the room or the sounds outside, or if you're outside, that's amazing. And once you feel connected to your space and you feel aware and present, we're going to come to an all fours position. So the important thing here is that your hands are right underneath your shoulders and your knees are right underneath your hip points, and they're about hip width distance. And then you want to engage through your abs here, your lower abs, so suck your navel in towards your spine to create a nice support for your lower back. Great, and then we're going to start off with some cat-cows here. So you're going to inhale, drop the belly, look up, and tailbone goes up to the sky as well. And then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel draws up, and tailbone tucks in. Inhale, and exhale, round the spine. Inhale, and you can go at your own breath here. And exhale. If you find any areas that feel good to stay in, or if your muscles are tight, then you can stay in the position. I like to sometimes stay in cat here, because it really is a good shoulder stretch. Great, and then we're going to come back to our tabletop position here with a flat back. And you're going to inhale, lift the right leg up off the ground. Knee is bent. And then you're going to exhale, curl it in towards your nose, round your spine, think cat here. And then inhale to lift it up, think cow. Exhale, round it through. Inhale, push it back up, look up. And exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Great, we're going to bring that knee back down to the ground. Lift the left leg up off the floor. Find a nice engagement. A good rule of thumb is that most yoga poses, you want to engage your core a little bit, unless it's like a yin class. Okay, here we go. So we're going to inhale to prep and exhale, knee to nose. Curl the spine. Inhale, lift it back up. Look up towards the sky. Exhale, round it through. Navel draws up towards your spine. Inhale up. And exhale, curl it through. Press the mat away. And then bring that knee back down. Great job. You're going to curl the toes under. And then just gently lift the knees off the floor. We'll be here for a second. Keep your core engaged. Looking straight down at the mat. Press your mat away. And claw through the fingertips to give yourself some nice support. We'll be here for a few more breaths. You got this. Nice engagement. Great. And then push the hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog. You can bring the hands as wide as the mat here. Same with the feet if you need more space. And then if you're tight through the hamstrings in the back, you can bend your knees a lot here, as much as you need to give yourself more space. The head hangs heavy, and the upper arm bones rotate out. And what that means is that your biceps are facing towards the front of the mat, not like in towards the middle. And that just makes sure that your shoulders are in alignment. And you can pedal the feet out here. Nice deep breaths. Great, look up towards the top of your mat. And then however you want to get there, you can take baby steps, you can hum, you can take large steps. I'll meet you at the top in a forward fold. And again, your knees can be as bent as you would like here, if you're tight through the hamstrings. Head hangs heavy. The weight is in the ball joints of your feet, most of it. And try to keep a flat back here. Inhale, hands come to the hips. Flatten through the spine. The shoulder blades drop in. So you have a nice table with your back here. Imagine as if you're balancing a cup on your back. And then fold once more. Great, inhale, roll your spine up one vertebrae at a time. Great, and when you get here, notice how you feel. Do you feel different than the beginning of class? The same? Do you feel worse? Hopefully not. Just notice. Great, inhale, arms are gonna reach up and overhead. And exhale, rain it down. Inhale, hands come back up towards the hips. Flat back position again. Shoulder blades draw in. Exhale to fold. Great, and then we're gonna plant the hands, really root through the hands. And then step one foot back and then the other into plank. If you need to lower the knees here, that's totally fine. Whichever variation you're in, make sure you press the the mat away, claw through the hands. So really spread the fingertips and press into all 4 fingerprints, or all 10. Great, and then we'll slowly lower down to the belly. Press through the feet. Inhale, come up for cobra here. Nice little back bend. Don't overdo it. And it's less of a push and more of a pull. You're pulling your spine up with your triceps instead of pushing with your biceps. Great, and then we're gonna exhale, come back for child's pose. So your hips touch your heels, or as close as they can get. Hands extend out long. You can either have your knees together, or you can have them as wide as the mat if you need more space here. And we'll just rest here for a second. Great. Inhale, come back up to tabletop. Knees are as wide as the yoga mat this time. Inhale, curl the spine up, look up. Exhale, round. Navel draws in. One more like that, inhale up. And then exhale, drop down. Great, tuck the toes, come back up to your downward facing dog here. And then walk the hands back towards your feet, come into a forward fold. And inhale, Come back up to standing. Okay, we're gonna play with a little balancing pose here. We're gonna do tree pose. So you have a few options here. We're gonna start with the right leg. So really plant the left foot in the ground. Spread your toes, almost pretend like your foot is a hand and just really grip the mat. And then you wanna engage the muscles in that leg, tighten through the glutes here. And then with your right leg, you have the option to either put your heel, like your toes on the floor and just have it be a very low impact. And if this is where you're at, this is amazing. You still get the benefits of this pose if you stay here. Or you can bring the foot to the calf. Again, this is amazing. Or you can bring the foot up to the inner thigh. The thing you don't want to do, you don't want to have that foot on the knee because that can hurt your knee. So either below or above the knee. And you can bring your hands to your heart, or you can bring them up to the sky if you'd like more of a challenge. And wherever you are, we'll breathe here. Suck the tummy in. And if you fall, that's perfectly fine and amazing and needed. And then the last few seconds, if you'd like to challenge yourself farther and close your eyes and play with that for a second, you can. It's very hard to balance with your eyes closed. Great, and then we'll come back down. We'll move to the other side. So really claw through the right foot. Grip the mat with your toes, engage the muscles in that leg, and then your left foot can either come to your ankle, or to the calf, or up to the inner thigh. Choose which one feels best for you today. Great, and hands can be at the heart, or you can choose to rise them and grow your branches. Navel still drawing in. You're doing great. This is so beneficial for the body, in your balance, coordination. Great, and if you'd like, close your eyes for an extra challenge, no matter where you are. You might notice that one side of your body it's easier for you to balance on. That's totally normal. Great, then we'll come back to standing. Inhale, hands reach up and overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, and exhale, fold. Grab your opposite elbows with your hands, and then you can swing side to side if that feels good for you. Great. And then we're going to plant the hands, step it back to your knees, and then you have two options for Shavasana tonight. You can either lie on your back, or you can be in child's pose with the knees either in so that they're touching, or so that they're out as wide as the mat. Just find your position here. Get nice and comfy. And then when you're settled, see if you can notice where your breath is going. And obviously it's going into the lungs, but see if you can feel where you're breathing. If you're in child's pose, can you feel it in your back? If you're lying down, is the air traveling towards your stomach, your ribs, your shoulders? Where is your breath going? You don't have to change it, just noticing it. And then we're going to inhale for a count of 4, hold for 2, and then exhale for 6. And I will count. Inhale to prep, exhale it out. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll rest for a few more moments here. Every time you catch yourself engaging in a thought, just bring your mind back to the breath. Meditation is not the absence of thoughts. Meditation is learning to be present and not engaging with the monkey mind. And then you are welcome to rest in your Shavasana for longer, or if you have to go, we'll bring our hands to our heart and our third eye. The light in me sees, honors, and loves the light that's inside each of you. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your practice with me. My name is Rissa. Let me know if there's any videos you want me to make in particular, but otherwise, I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.